I wanted to share a quick video today on how I set up my home altar / meditation space in the hopes that maybe you will do the same if you haven't yet. I'm repurposing this end table that we're no longer using, and I'm sitting it right by the door, and I'll tell you more why later. I'm repurposing this cloth that I found at the Goodwill, and I just love the colors and the beading, and I knew I was going to be saving it for something perfect. So it's nice to set aside a special altar cloth or something that sort of sets this area apart for you instead of it just being just another part of the house. I'm putting down an extra altar cloth just because I'm going to leave my incense burner here and I don't want it to get ashy on the nice cloth. So I'm going to set my crystals there. I've got this special box that I got as a Yule gift from my partner, and I've got all my crystals in there that will be easy to get to for rituals or spell work. And also sometimes I just like to meditate with them when I'm doing chakra healings and things like that. I'm pulling up this app that I want to show you that I use when I'm setting up an altar or ritual space. And it's just a regular compass app that you can pretty much find anywhere. And this one I think is just called Compass. And it helps me to figure out which directions I want to go with. Because I'm not very good with directions. So this way I can easily find where north, east, south, and west are, depending on which direction I'm facing. I also use this for when I'm opening and closing a circle, so that I know when I'm calling the elements in and that sort of thing. So I found south first, and this direction I am putting my ritual spirit candle, and that's just something that I will burn just for special occasions, if I'm doing a meditation or whatever. After that I found east, which is going to be associated with the element of air, and in this space I use my sage, my feather, incense, that sort of thing. And I also have a little ritual bell, which I believe is also associated with air. I may be wrong about the bell. I'm not quite sure, but I use the bell for east myself. So after I get east all set up, I put my incense in the drawer. I like to keep several types of incense. And then crystals as well, I associate personally with earth. And that is going to be the north for me. So something else you can do for earth, you can do salt is another element if you care to keep salt on your table. But I'm trying to keep this table a yes space that is toddler friendly. And I'll talk more about that in a minute, but the little bowl of salt wouldn't do as well. And I don't mind her touching my crystals, and rather I encourage it. I'm setting up my god and goddess symbol, which, as you know, I don't use literally, but I do use it to represent the feminine and masculine energies within myself. And the feminine deity is usually situated to the left, and the goddess symbol is usually situated to the right. And I like to keep my selenite centered on my altar. It's just something that feels right to me. It's also, a crystal that is associated with amplifying your energy. And so centered feels good to me to put it there. I added my ritual candles, my wand that you can find a tutorial for on my channel, and everything else that I just kind of keep in my box. I'm keeping it in this drawer so that it's easy to get to for any sort of spell work, ritual, or meditations I want to do, including essential oils, some herbs like mugwort and things like that. And then you can see my special candles that I like to inscribe when I do rituals. This was my personal power candle. On top of that, I just add in my meditation journal and a couple pens so I don't run out. I really encourage keeping a meditation journal. It's so awesome to keep track of your progress and little bits of enlightenment you get along the way. I really love having one of these. To this, I'm going to add a picture of my most beloved ancestor. And I think that it is nice to honor the ancestors in some ways that we can, as it is just an honoring of where we came from and a way to remind us to continue to break the chains that are surrounding us and things like that. I'm tucking in my yoga mat. It's good to have here in case you want to be more comfortable for your meditation, or a pose kind of strikes you at the moment you want to do. I'm laying out a rug just to make this place just a little more special and sacred. So I want to talk about why I'm putting it here. And I want to create, like I said, a yes space so that it's toddler safe and friendly. And we do this breathing exercise together where it helps her calm down. And her seeing me meditate during the day, I think will encourage her own meditation. She knows this is mama space. And on top of that is an awesome alternative to timeouts. This is essentially exactly a time in. And so when she needs to calm down, we can come here together and do some breathing work and just have a nice inward experience together. And I think that that brings mother and child even closer. So I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I really enjoyed setting it up. And it's easy to take down if need be, if you've got family coming over or if your toddler just isn't able to be controlled around it just yet. But I also wanted to add at the end here, here's my hanging garland that I made in the previous video, which you can find on my channel as well. Thanks for watching.